Hello, it's my turn today for our stamp camp for celebrating the Fantastic Stars at Night stamp set. My name is Julia. I live on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, so actually I'm an hour earlier than you guys. It's actually 9:30 my time. But this is my simple card for you, just featuring some very, very simple ideas and not too much cardstock or stamping for my card. I'm using the beautiful shining brightly paper and very vanilla and lots of gold to feature my card. Okay, let's get started. Now I have done a lot of the die cutting beforehand, so I've got my stars here ready to go. I've used the adhesive golden simmer glimmer paper for these little stars, which makes sticking them really, really easy. And then I've also used gold foil for these stars as well. Okay, now I'll just get this is a basic standard fold, very vanilla cardstock, and I've paired it with wild wheat, which actually goes really beautifully with the gold to create nice little accents behind. Okay, so, and there's also the more dazzle paper I've used as well. 3 different types of gold there combined with the wild wheat. That's my little tiny piece for the greeting. The first thing I'll do is I'll just stick these inside to get them out of the way, and then I'll show you the process for putting the card together. I'll just pop this one inside, and then this one on the front of the card. Actually, I think I used dimensionals on this one to make it stand up a little bit, but it's entirely up to you. Okay, rightio. So as I said, I used the gorgeous glittery shining brightly paper, which has vanilla and gold, or also night and navy and gold. Now I have done my piece already, but I wanted to tell you what I did to put it together. The first thing I did on my piece here, and you'll see this in the instructions, I stamped using the Starburst stamp and wild wheat ink right into the center at the top, okay, to create that lovely central focal image there. And then, I'll just close that up for a minute. Using the Stars at Night dies, I then used this die and ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I cut it first, and then after that was cut, then I used that central piece there to line up with the Stars at Night embossing folder right there, and then embossed it. Okay, and so then what you end up with is this lovely effect here. Okay, so there's the piece I die cut first, and the reason why you want to die cut first is that you don't want to squish these lovely embossed designs. Okay, you don't want to lose that lovely texture. And if you emboss first and then die cut, it'll squish all those lovely textured stars out. Okay, then I'll just pop that aside. I might be able to use that inside. So then with my little window there, I'm going to use dimensionals around the back of my, look, brand new sheet of dimensionals. I'm getting out my best good going out dimensionals to use today. And I'll just put them around the outside of my star to create that lovely little peephole, and while I'm at it I'll put a couple more on the edges. There we go, and one more here. All right, I'm going to take these ones off first, and maybe these two, and then add my more dazzle paper, which is really, really super glittery, over the back of that, and then take off the rest of my dimensionals and put some more adhesive over the back of this piece, and then stick that onto the front of my card. Okay, that just lines up very neatly just inside that piece of wild wheat there, and you've got that lovely little window. All right, I'll pop that aside and I'll do some stamping now. So with my tiny, now this is actually just a scrap. You can use any little scrap from when you're doing your die cutting to create labels. I always keep my little scraps because it comes in handy. We're using the greeting that says celebrating the magic of the season, but I really only want celebrating the magic. So I'll stamp that. I can, because it's photopolymer, I can line it up very nicely. And I could have just inked up the piece that says celebrating the magic, but that fits in there rather perfectly. And so that's that stamping done. That's all the stamping I've got for the front. For the inside of my card, I've done another greeting in the middle, wishing you the best and brightest holiday season. Pop that right in the middle. And then just to embellish it, I'm going to add that lovely starburst again in 2 corners, one down here and one up here. And some more little stars, just continue the beautiful starry theme. I love that little starry, whoops, sorry. I'll put that up a little bit higher so you can see what I'm doing. I apologise. There we go. And some more stars up there. There you go. So that's all the stamping done. And then we can add this little bit back inside, make the most use of that lovely little die cut stamped starry image. And I'll pop that just there, I think. And then I can stick that inside my card. Okay, pop you out of the way. There we go. Thank you everyone for joining in today. We've got lots of amazing, wonderful inspiration to share with you. We're all different in our own way. I just love the use of the paper and colour, and I'm a big fan of stamping. Okay, so there's my greeting for the front of my card. And I think dimensionals will fit on the back of this one just nicely, just inside that shape. You'll find all the measurements for all of this cardstock in the PDF when you're making your cards. Okay, so celebrating the magic. I love that. All right, and now for these beautiful die cut stars, I will have to use mini dimensionals for these guys because they are super tiny. All right, I'm going to line this one up right in the middle of that starburst. Okay, and then another mini dimensional in the middle of this one, and pop that one right there. There we go, look at that. And last of all, my adhesive. And as Kayla said, it's great to take your pick tool to take the adhesive off the backs of these. Just going to pop them around just to add more sparkle, because you can never have too much sparkle. Okay. And that one. And then the last star. Pop you just down there. All right, celebrating the magic. That's my simple card for you, just with vanilla, wild wheat, and lots of gold and bling. Doesn't it look fantastic? Let me show you that sparkle up a little bit closer so you can see how it sparkles and twinkles. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. My card was fairly quick, my simple card, but come back in at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Melbourne time for Maswari's beautiful card that she has to share with you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a little while. It'll be 11 o'clock my time, midday Melbourne time, so in a couple of hours time I'll be back. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you later on. Bye now.